the reason that they give is the insult, but I am sure that 9/11 was a factor as well. Look, we can do it again. We slaughtered you. This notion of looking for reasons, though, appalls me. When people murder innocent people, you don't look for reasons. You look to stop them. Period. End of issue. And people need to be aware of the evil that is being done. A Muslim in the United States is freer than a Muslim in virtually any Muslim country, and tens of millions of Muslims around the world would only wish that they could live in the United States. Clearly, they don't want to move to an anti-Muslim country. Rather, they know how good it is to be a Muslim in the United States. So we owe no one any apology. It is infinitely better for a Muslim in the United States than for a Christian in virtually any Muslim country. There may be objectionable and insulting videos, but no one gets killed for blasphemy, for so-called blasphemy, as Christians are in Nigeria, in Pakistan, in Egypt, and then you go down the list. It's truly sickening. It's just sickening. The United States apologizing to thugs. We owe no one an apology for some obscure video. It just makes our enemies see us as more contemptible. All right, let's go to Renee in Los Angeles. Renee, Dennis Prager.
Yes, thank you. I find this such a startling distinction between our cultures because there's so many things that the West should be offended by. The Achille Lauro, the bombings in Tanzania and Kenya, the coal, World Trade Centers 1 and 2, the Munich Olympics. You have the shelling of Israel. You have chopped off heads. You have the Black Hawk Down incident. You have Theo Van Gogh executed on the street for speaking out against Muslim male violence against females. There's so many more things to be offended about. And the fact that you cannot criticize Islam is insane. And they've created this reality around the world where they're this eggshell person, this eggshell entity that's so thin and breakable that if you say you're violent, you say we're not violent, but now we have to kill you in order to prove that we will not tolerate anything against Islam.
Well, no, the point, no, we better. We will be violent in order to prove to you that your charge that we're violent is not valid.
Exactly.
That's the absurdity.
I mean, we have this terrible double standard where
That's right.
we actually almost expect irrational behavior from this group, and it's like a given, like, okay, that's the way they are. And what I liken it to is like the children of an alcoholic parent that are afraid to do anything, like, blurt out anything, or they have to tiptoe around because at any moment they might just go crazy and ballistic. And that's kind of how we are with Muslims.
You beautifully put. It's a walk on eggshells. We can say anything about anybody except Muslims. What the United States of America has been announcing through its Secretary of State, through its embassy in Cairo, and by some individual commentators' comments, what is being said is, and here's the irony, though we don't really expect moral conduct from Muslims as we do from Jews and Christians. Everybody knows. Left, right, atheist, Jew, Christian, most American Muslims for that matter. Everybody knows that if mobs of Christians killed a Muslim ambassador because of a video, because of some insult in that ambassador's country to Christianity or Judaism, there would be horror that such people even call themselves Jews or Christians. It's just mind-blowing, isn't it, folks? Isn't it? Because it's all a lie based on cowardice and fear. It's an ultimate, utter insult to Muslims. Insult. We will talk to you in different ways than we would talk to anybody else on earth. Because we don't have the same moral demands on Muslims that we have on the rest of humanity, and because we're scared crap. That's why. That's it. That's what these apologies amount to. We don't think highly enough of you to make the same moral demands we would of Christians. Let's be honest. And I wonder at what point there will be a general moral revulsion against this sheer evil and the monstrosity of it. We feel insulted, so we murder innocents. Yes, irony has been not delineated, just deleted from some people's vocabulary. I can't think of a more preposterous thing than to say, you call me violent? How dare you? I'm not violent. And then I kill your cousin. Now, that'll show you I'm not violent. Bad stuff going on in the world, and people don't like to acknowledge it. I've always said evil is called dark. In fact, it's a bad analogy. Evil is so bright you can't stare at it.